Hey y'all, welcome back to Straight Talk, No BS. I'm Jay, I'm your host. We have Tanya on the side of
Hey
me. And
everybody.
we have Nay over there to the right hand side. How you ladies doing?
We're doing good. Hey Leisha, happy Friday to you, girl.
Hey girl.
Hey,
Now
hey, hey,
every
what's going on, everybody?
We here,
we
girl.
here and we got Taz dragging in. She's still the same way like she was when we was in school. Always coming in late, you old slacker. Sliding in the home base. Don't make no
You
damn
feel me?
sense.
I'm sliding
Yes,
in. I'm
yes,
sliding in.
yes.
Girl, I'm gonna need you to get your ass in the seat and let's get this
Hey,
talk going
listen.
tonight.
No. Let me explain something to you. When Judy just called me a while ago and she was telling me to use the last link, right?
Hey,
I didn't even
Latasha
look.
Williams.
Look, I didn't even look at the time. I'm thinking I still got a little more time, so I rushed in here trying to make me some coffee. I said, "What the hell?" I
That's
looked at
all
the
I'm saying.
It's
girl. Look,
always the coffee's fault, right? You
yeah,
always gonna blame the coffee.
yeah, just
Well,
like you
y'all
blame the
know
time.
it's Mental Health Awareness Month, right?
That's
Yeah.
it.
So with that being said, y'all know I get a pass all month, right?
No,
We
you
go.
I
don't.
get a pass.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I get a
No,
pass.
hey, if
Don't
you
make me throw the banner
recognize,
back up. Don't make me throw the
no.
banner back up. What does it say? What does that say?
Sweet Jesus. This
Okay,
overlook
it
your
don't have
friend.
your name. It
Mental
don't have your
Health
name in
Awareness
it.
Month.
But
My
it don't
name is
have
over
your
there in the
name in it.
corner, so
It
that
does
means I
not
get a
say.
pass,
It does not
and I
say
do
give
and I do take
Jay a
donations.
pass. It doesn't say Judy's name nowhere up there. So no, ma'am,
I'm
you
gonna
do
need.
not.
All right,
In
ladies.
all honesty, mental health is something very serious. So you
It is.
guys show your love and support. You know what I'm saying? Like, be there. Check in on folks. We talk
Check
about this
in.
often. Check in on people.
And that don't mean you have to be diagnosed with it either. Just check in on your folks is all I'm
That's
saying.
it.
All right, ladies, let's get to it. What's on y'all's mind tonight? Taz, we're gonna
Why?
start with
Why?
you.
Why?
What's on your
Why? Why?
mind? Because
She gonna do
hey,
that.
Cause you late, when you
you're
late in
late. You
class in
late. You get
school,
picked
you
on.
get picked on first. You know how it is, girl.
What's
Well,
on your mind tonight?
to be honest, tonight is almost a little bit of nothing. My mind is like scrambled eggs right now. I'm not sure what's on my mind. I really don't have nothing
You need
specific.
her to get some sleep. That's what I'm gonna need.
We
I
gonna
did
let
get
you.
some sleep. I did.
We
I
gonna
really.
let you think about it. We gonna
Oh,
let you think
okay.
about it. We
All
gonna go
right.
on. Tanya,
Okay.
what's on your mind?
All right.
Well, like we were talking about mental health awareness, and to me, I really do feel like that's something. I know we joked about it earlier, but I feel like it's something that's important. It's been established for many years. I think like in the 40s or something, late 40s, almost early 50s, and it's a stigma that a lot of times people are just they make fun of people who have issues like that. You know what I'm saying? And I have had my share of it, and realizing that it is something that is really real, and it affects everybody, and especially going through this pandemic when everything was shut down and having to be even more isolated within ourselves and in our homes just really affected a lot more, or it made me go through it. You know what I'm saying? It just made me realize that it is something that's real with people. So that's what's on my mind. I wanted everybody to know that this month, the month of May, is Mental Health Awareness, people.
So when you say you had your share with it, what you mean?
I'm just saying, like, I remember it's been some years back when I was really faced with it. And it was just like that overwhelming. I never thought that it was something that could be really serious, not for real. You know what I'm saying? It was, I just would be like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I understand. Or, but no, not going through it myself. I was like, man, this is some real shit. Like I feel it's like when you can't communicate, when you feel like you can't communicate, or when you do try to express how you feel, you're being made to feel like you're crazy, or maybe something's wrong with you, and then you just shut down and you keep it all inside yourself, or you try to handle too much stuff on your own and not trying to get help for different things. I don't know, it just affects you.
That sort of sound like a nervous breakdown to me. A lot of people they confuse the two.
Okay.
It's not that you're going through mental illness. It's just that you're overwhelmed and you
It
get
feels
to that point.
like it.
You get to that point to where your body just breaks down. Everything
I
is
was gonna say.
scattered.
But it feels like you feel like you're by yourself because you can't really communicate it. You get what I'm trying to say? And I don't know if that's something that other people feel, or if that even does fall in the category of that.
And
But
then
I'm
you
just
gotta.
I go
I was
ahead.
gonna say. Also think about it because anxiety feels the same way.
Man,
So until
have
you're
you
until
have
you're
you out
properly
there?
until you properly know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It could you might be thinking it's mental health, but it's actually anxiety. It's actually just being overwhelmed.
Which it has you, if you're not able to deal with it and not find it, like you said, until you find out what it is and you're able to say, oh, okay, so this is normal, other people do go through it, this is how to treat it and to deal with it, prevention works. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
When she said anxiety, boy, she hit it right there. Because I remember a time when my blood pressure was out of control. And it had me in that anxious mode just 24/7. I mean, the slightest noise, I would have to ball up. I would have to put the kids outside the room. Don't come to my room. Don't knock on the door. Please be quiet. Don't turn on the TVs too loud in the living room. Yeah, so that anxiety is something. And like I said, you can't get it confused and mixed up with mental illness. But it's not. It's just your body telling you that you need a break or something is wrong.
I'll say.
Nate, what's your take?
For me, it's all about keeping in contact. You have to keep yourself up. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm trying to say, but dealing with mental health and dealing with yourself, and if you don't take care of yourself, no one else can. Is what I'm trying to say.
That's true. That is true.
Does that make
Definitely. It definitely does. And like I was saying, prevention does work, realizing, if people having a good support system. Treatment also is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? If you have to reach out to counseling or even medication, if that's what it comes down to, accept it. Understand that it's okay to accept that too. You know what I'm saying? And it can be reversed. People can recover from it. With the proper treatment, the proper help, the proper support. So anyway, that was just what was on my mind. I felt it's important to have awareness to it. If people didn't know.
Well, I'm gonna say what's on my mind. Yeah, I want to know. When should you loan family members money?
Oh, hell.
And when should you expect it back?
Never.
Should you ever loan out money to
never.
family members?
Never and never.
And why the hell do they not give a damn when they take money from you and they leave you in debt?
Girl.
They promise you they gonna pay it back. They never pay it back.
That's a touchy, dicey. That's a dicey, touchy. Really,
you calling on the phone. When you gonna send me that $500 that you owe me? You know what I'm saying? The loan company calling. You done got a loan in your name for your family members, and they leave you high and dry. Your credit all messed up that you worked so hard for. You know what I'm saying? What do you do in a situation like that?
I don't lend out money. Whatever I give you, that's what I give you. I'm only giving you what I can afford to let go. I don't loan out money. I really don't. And it's funny because I'm one of those people, Judy. I don't borrow money. I done said this on the show, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't borrow. I ask you, can I have? Because I can't pay you back.
There you go. The lines have been given out, right? No expectations on it, a clear understanding, and that's all it takes.
And I'm gonna go from the highest to the lowest. I ain't gonna go from the lowest to the highest. I'm gonna go from the highest to the lowest. You got $100, you got $50, got $40. I'm gonna go all the way
what you say? I'm gonna start off high.
Well, Sandra says emergency situations only. Soon as they get it back, that's when she want her money.
I'm gonna tell you another thing though. Right. If that's the case, especially if you know it's somebody that has a hard time paying it back, I would say no. You can explain to them why, which you really don't owe them no reason why. When you say no, it should be no. But some of them, well, why?
You know how it is now.
And then they get mad because you won't. They have to understand they can't get mad because they asking you for what belongs to you. This is not something that you have that belongs to them. So what is you catching an attitude for? And then they have the nerve that when you do lend it to them and they want to get an attitude, wait a minute, how you gonna get an attitude about what you owe me? Because you done had it about 10 times and ain't paid me not even $20 back.
There you go. Do you feel obligated? Do you feel obligated to give it to them because they're your family? What's up, Greg?
No.
What's up, Greg?
Sure don't.
Hey, if my family come to me and I tell them no, and they ask me why, I'm gonna tell them hell no. Them the 2 ounces you gonna get.
Hell no. Hell no. We're not even gonna consider it. But I agree with that. He said because you don't expect it.
Well, that was the best advice that I ever got from one of my good friends. She said, "Don't ever loan out money that you don't have to give."
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? If you don't
Right.
have to
True.
give it, if you don't,
Don't lend it out because you.
because the
Right.
probability of you getting it back is 0 to 9.
And that's just it. I think that's how we usually operate. You know what I'm saying? If someone comes to us and asks us for something, in my mind, I don't know about your expectation, but me in my mind, I have no expectation to get it back. I feel like what we give is what it is. If you pay it back when you say you are, okay,
Don't
great.
say that you're gonna have people calling us
But no, I'm
because
just
they already know
saying.
that you don't expect to get it back.
No,
I expect to get it back, y'all,
I don't.
Right,
I'm
and
saying we
never
might
worry.
say,
with
but
interest.
Where
I'm just
you gonna get it
saying.
back? You expect to get it back and never worry. You ain't gonna never have to worry about getting it back.
How about just like you say, don't give it if you ain't
Here's
got
my
it.
thing though,
Okay.
y'all. When they ask me, I say, yeah, I got it. I got it. I just ain't
But
got it to give.
I
I
ain't
say
got
that
it to
quick.
Wait a
give.
minute. Now, what about
I
that long?
got the $50. I got the $60. I just ain't got it to give. No, no, no. I can't do that. I ain't gonna be able to help you.
And then
Yep.
they look at you bad. Why they look at you bad? Why do you have to feel so bad when somebody say, or
I
if you
don't.
get that no, or
No, I
No,
don't
the
feel
thing,
bad.
no, the
Feel
thing
bad
that I
for
don't
what?
understand is this. This is what I don't understand, Taz. They go down a long laundry list of problems that they
I was
have when
just
they
finna
call you.
say that.
Look, I got this bill to pay. My kids ain't got nothing to eat. Da 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 da. My
Uh-uh.
car payment due. What does that got to do with me and my
Mm-mm.
money?
Hold on. Here it go right here. Girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this such and such and such and such. Yeah, I just got through paying this, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna have to call them and tell them that I could pay it next week.
you dumb fool.
I'm just
I
saying.
said, F it.
Yeah,
But
and
seriously,
that's what you got to do because listen, if they if you got to let them when you used to be a a yes woman, you are now a no woman. No, 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 and hell
I
to
have
the
a hard
no.
time telling people no.
Girl, ain't nothing wrong with saying no. You have every right to say no to what belongs to you. It's yours. They're asking
That's
for what
true.
you've worked for. They're asking for what you could. You probably had that money put to the side for a little vacation for your family. So now you're going into the vacation money to satisfy somebody else, and now your family can't go on their vacation. Girl, no.
I always look at it like
That's the
it's a
word for the rest of the
blessing. Like
year.
if
No.
you give, then you're gonna receive back. That's kind of how I look at it.
Well,
And
this
when
is
you
me
get
right here. I've been
mm-mm.
on both sides of the boat. I've been on the side where I said, hell no, no, I ain't got it. And I've been on the side where I needed the help. Honestly, I needed the help in the case of my kids. Because me, you ain't gotta
Okay.
help me. In the case of my kids, and I know my family member may have had it or they do have it. And the first thing come out they mouth, child, I ain't got it, but I'ma pray for you, baby. I be wanting to throw the Bible in the book. Okay? I didn't come to you for no prayer, child. My kids is hungry, baby. They hungry. They don't need no prayer. They need some bitters,
They
baby.
need some
Okay.
food. Can we
I'm
get a
going to pray
hot
for
dog
you.
or a bologna sandwich or something?
Well, my
Girl,
thing
look.
All right.
I don't like to ask. In order for me to ask, it has to be a dire need. It has to be that I've exhausted everything else. I've looked in this account, or if I looked over here at this credit card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, other than that,
Well,
girl,
precious, I'm that person. Every time I call you, it's a dire need. Shit, I look. I need some help. Hey, precious.
Call
You
me. If you
silly.
need anything, call me, girl.
You know what answer you're gonna get, fool. You already know. You already
hey,
know.
All right, Nay.
hey,
Hell to the
what's that
no.
saying? If there's
Okay.
anything I could do, just let me know. As soon as you try to let them know,
They ain't even picking up the phone no more.
yeah,
You getting that voicemail.
Do
yep.
do do. Yeah, that part.
Nay. What's
Yeah.
on your mind? What's on your mind, Nay?
I want to know, God forgive me, but why is the government so hell set up on keeping you down? And this is an honest question. If you make 50 cents too much, they disqualify you.
Oh yeah.
What is the
Snatch.
Mm-hmm.
purpose? What is the purpose of getting help if every time you make an extra nickel, they telling you don't qualify? I've literally been told, "Hey, we can't give you Medicaid because you make $1 too much."
Cause you a nickel. You a nickel.
I
That
have
you know
literally
what?
been
It's
told that.
supposed to keep everything at a certain cap limit, so there's enough to go around to everybody since there's hundreds of
Oh no,
billions of people
hell
in the
no.
world, right? or in the United States anyway. I'll say, but I understand what you're saying. It's like, what's the point? Because the people who don't need it are getting it. So then the ones who do need it don't, and you're putting a limit and cap. It's unnecessary. I understand what
How
you're
can you
saying.
be self-sufficient if every time you make a nickel trying to save, they telling you make too much? And that's
Ain't
not
that?
just with
Yes.
like Medicaid or anything like that. I'm talking about
A
a
new
government assistance of anything. If you make a nickel too much, they ready to cut you off.
You ain't never
Yeah, how
lying.
about they tell you you make, just say for example, you make 900 a month. Now your rent is 825.
So you supposed
And
to
so
make it.
now they saying no, you should make a decision on whether you want to pay your rent or buy food.
That's
And they don't give you no food stamps. They
crazy.
give you probably $5 in food stamps because you making $900 a month.
But are quick to tell you that this help that we're giving you is temporary to get you on your feet. Well, when you try to get on your feet, you're not all the way on your feet all the way. Like you said, you got $75 that you could probably work around, but you're still making me choose between the two.
Either pay your rent or either buy food is what they say.
And I'm
That's
speaking for
horrible.
all.
Up.
She
Shit
must
broke.
now you must have been lying.
That's what they say,
damn.
those folks say.
Taz, what you got to say about that? She said, "Why is the government trying to hold everybody down?
Can't
Why they
make
make it so hard?
What?
They give benefits, they give
Of
assistance, but it's
course,
really not assistance."
it's capitalism. It's, you know what I'm saying. They got to make sure that the money stay where they want it to stay. They got to keep us exactly where they want us to be,
That's
or
what
where
I'm
they
saying.
need us
Keep
to
you
be.
right where you're supposed to be at
To be,
because
yeah, where
they
they
say
well
that.
where they think you supposed to be at.
That is true.
And quick to tell you report this and you need to report that. You some bitches ain't reporting everything y'all doing.
Girl, wait a minute.
Okay.
Now that you mentioned about the reporting thing, check this. That's good. So one time I was trying to get some food stamps. Honey, do you know this woman broke this down to me? She said, "Is anybody else gonna be eating off that food and this and that, right?" So
Uh
I'm
huh.
saying, I said, no. So if you cook this person ain't gonna be eating. Do you know? They say if you have, say for instance, you get food stamps, and say you, for instance, you're not even supposed to throw your child a birthday party and use them food stamps to buy the food for the party.
So
If
now they
wait a
telling
minute,
you how to use
if
it.
you purchase that food for the party and other people eat off of there, them people are supposed to go on your case.
Amber says, she says, well, that's why these children just keep having children so they don't have to work. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because you see some people, and some of the foreigners, they come over here, they have 10 kids, and they getting about $2,000 worth of stamps.
Baby, I ain't gonna say nothing about no foreigner. I heard a sister say, well, three of my kids done graduate. Look like I gotta have another baby.
Uh-uh.
Boy.
I'm done with you, girl.
And I ain't lying to you. I looked at that sister and I laughed. I was like, hey, girl, you tripping. Because when mine grown, they gone. She told me, no, I'm for real.
Wow.
They do that for income tax purposes too, to get that child
That's
credit, tax credit.
crazy. That is
Amber
crazy.
says, but those of us who work can't get shit, but we are the ones paying for it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now they talking about trying to cut off Social Security. Ain't that
That's
something?
crazy as hell. You're affecting the elderly, those who worked all their life, and you know what I'm saying, and they've earned that.
Hell
So
How
yeah.
you
about
making
I won't
you finna
mine.
make them
You dumb.
pay for your fuck ups. Come on, man.
What about mine? She said the elderly. Judy, I'm finna throw it up. I need my
Throw,
check.
you dumb.
She makes me sick. I swear she makes me sick.
You want to see? I need my
Ooh.
check. Don't cut my check. I need my
Just say
check.
don't
You
go
ain't by
cut it off,
yourself, baby.
huh?
I need
Cut it
mine
off.
too. I need mine too.
Lord, that's
You
crazy.
know what? I really had another thing that I wanted to talk about, y'all. Why in the world do these kids, and I say these kids because I'm talking about this generation of kids today, feel like we owe them something? I have to ask you guys, is it because we're older now and it's really, I didn't feel like this 10 years ago, but now 10 years fast forward and they're older, they're in their 20s, mine. I'm like, why? And then some of the others, and that I've heard and talked to, Why is it that we have to take care of them and they get upset because we don't take care of them?
Okay. That's what I want to know.
At the full grown ages that they are, I need to understand. Can somebody help me understand? Why
Please.
is it that the older your children get, or in their,
They think that you owe them something.
owe them something? Why are you not happy for your parents at the age that they are to let them live their lives and be just fine and happy, and you be you grown and do you and you be happy, and we don't have to. Why are we still? We're not obligated like that now that you're grown.
Because they feel we're your child. You should be willing to do that. What? I done did all I'm gonna do. I done did my part.
I just say, at what point do you stop? I mean,
you can stop
when
whenever
your parents
you get ready. Once they hit adulthood and they out your house, you can stop whenever you get ready. That's on you.
Should you feel
no
bad? Because I mean, what I guess what I'm trying to say is that, but if your children need help, right? I mean, we as parents, we give that help if we know our children need it. But then it just seems like there's a line or a line that ends up being crossed, to where the understanding between the kid is that I'm just helping you because I'm being your parent. I am showing you support, but I'm not supposed to take care of you.
But if you teach them early on that when you borrow, you
can save that one. You can save that one. Because, honey, we done taught and taught
365.
If we could, then what's the point of bringing it up for discussion if you done already had that talking?
I want to know, has anyone else ever gone through this particular situation? And what
to where your kids think that you owe them something at even though they're grown. Well, and they actually get mad. They get mad at you. They get mad at you for what you got.
I don't necessarily. I have had this conversation with my kids, and I have stated I don't mind helping you, but when I get tired of helping, the word is going to be no. I don't never look at my kids like they feel like it's. To me, I let them know off the top. Whatever I do for you is because I want to, not because I'm obligated to. Mm-hmm. And even for me at this particular time, it's better for my kids to come to me in need of my grandkids needing something, because whatever the hell they need, the answer gonna automatically be no anyway. Even though it's still a tit for tat me giving to them, because I'm still taking care of the grandkid, which is their responsibility anyway. But they quicker to get something from me through my grandkids than themselves. And I mean that with gas money, lunch money, other money, I ain't got it. But if you tell me my grandbabies need something, I'm gonna make something happen. I'm gonna pull out the credit card, IBM
right
card.
about that.
But see, the thing of it is, if you teach them early on, if you don't just give, trust and believe, and you make them work for it, even if it's picking up cans, even if it's taking out the garbage, if you make them earn, they're going to cherish what they have a lot more. They're going to be willing to go and do it themselves. But because you done held in reins and you ain't want to let go, and every time they say they need you, jump up and go get it, you ain't made them work for nothing. You ain't made them, you know what I'm saying? You ain't made them really cherish what it is that they have. You ain't made them responsible. You have been responsible for them. You didn't make them responsible. There's a difference.
I can honestly say, Judy, I did that with Sandra. Kai never had a need. Don't get me wrong. She was a good provider, her and Kia, in the beginning, because he was in the Navy. But Kai never had a need the first 2 or 3 years he was born, because I was his mother. And it got so bad with me, not her, because I was with this kid 24/7. Shit, when she said she was finna go, you leave. You ain't taking my grandbaby, but you tell your ass. And I know she's watching, and I want her to write in and say that. I had to apologize to her in that instant, because he's not my kid, but because I grew that bond with him and always being with him 24/7, I created that hell Francis was talking about. I didn't want for nothing. Now, my other grandbabies, that's a different story. They see me and they don't see me. Shit, hey, Gigi, and then they gone.
All right, y'all, we got to pay some bills. All right, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all my take on it. I don't have one. I just feel like all kids are freaking spoiled nowadays. They think that everything belongs to them. They think every dollar that you make is their dollar. You know what I'm saying? They feel like if mama got, I got. It don't and it don't matter how you raise these kids. 'Cause I raised my kids to work for what they want. I even went and picked cans with them. I would take them to Dallas. We would pick cans all around town. Don't make a difference. Don't make a difference.
But that's
Like I said, just be happy if they take 10% of what you teach them. That's all you can do.
is that all you can pray
That's
for?
all you can pray for,
10
baby.
damn
'Cause
percent.
just like we did, we
You
was
know,
hard headed.
I thought I took a little bit
I
more than
want to
ten
say this.
percent though.
I
Damn,
did.
I think mine was beating to me
I
though.
took
That's
more.
all I'm
That's what I'm about
gonna
to say.
say. Joe
That's
Jackson
exactly what I'm about
style.
to say. We got that Joe Jackson on our ass, so that's the
Okay.
reason why we carried
I
along
want to
with what
say
our parents taught us.
I want to say this before we go on though. Before my
I got tired
dad
of getting my
passed
ass
and,
whooped.
and time was hard for me, I did lean on my dad a lot financially. I have to say that if because we're sitting here talking about our children, I was kind of a headache for my father dealing with my kids when they were coming out of school because I wasn't working and my disability check didn't go far. That don't mean that I didn't do everything I was supposed to do and more, but sometimes I did fall by the wayside, and it had got to the point to where I was going to my father as if he was my husband. So,
Girl, shut up.
I was one of those grown kids like, Daddy, I done did everything, had everything but turned the trick. So, I'm calling because I need that $100. So I was that kid. I have to say that as an adult, I have been that kid before. Not
But
always, but I
but
have.
did you think what your daddy had was yours? Did you think he was
There's a
obligated
difference.
to pay that to you?
No, 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 not in that instant. And he had to explain that to me. He was like, I do what I do because I want to, but I help you because I know before you got sick, you was always at work. So I have to give him that. But what I'm saying is, like, even with his cancer, you would think, okay, this man died from liver cancer. His daughter's not going to call him and say she need no $60.
Did you call him
Bullshit.
that
Yes,
girl?
I did. Daddy, ooh, Sandra, senior fees and doing all. If I turn the trick,
You
I can get the
dumb.
money. Yeah, yeah, I did. Yes,
You
I did.
dumb. You
Yes, I
dumb.
did. Yes, I did.
Let me read what Amber said. Amber says, I don't give Julia what she wants. I make her show me she can earn it and take care of it. I know that's right.
Girl,
Well, y'all,
definitely.
it's time to
Definitely.
move on to the next segment.
What's the next segment, Chad?
Why do older men date younger
You
women?
left Francis thought that
Oh, well,
out.
see, you know why? Because I went to her first. That's why. And she threw me off with, I
And
don't
then
know.
told me
I
she
really
talking
don't
about,
have
well, I'm
that
gonna
in my
give you
mind.
time to think about it. I thought about it. Now I can't share it.
She said, I done
Did you
thought
think about it?
Now you can't share it, friend. You can't
All
share
right.
it.
What's on your mind, Taz? What's on your mind? Because I'm sure everybody waiting to get to this older men, younger
Yeah.
woman
Okay.
stuff.
Real quick. The thing that's on my mind is I don't know if y'all have heard about it, but the gentleman, I can't even call him a gentleman. The beast who had the nerve to keep a black man, girl, he kept him, had him working for him over 100 hours without
Shut
pay,
up,
treating him like a
girl.
slave.
Shut up, girl.
And they
Yes,
say he
that
punched
part.
him and beat him and all this kind of stuff.
Had him working. He was working from like what year was it?
Wait a
It
minute.
was
Basically,
like
He
he was
had
supposed to stay the
2005 or
sun up
something
to
like that for
sundown because
yes.
it was
he had him
100
locked
hours a
up.
week.
No, he ended up isolating him from his family. He would threaten to fire him, to physical abuse, just all type of isolation to where he kept him. It was over a little bit of period of time when he first started working for him. He had a mental disability, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So he took advantage of that, and so that's another reason for this awareness. It's like people are really in these situations. Maybe not to this extreme as the one we're talking about right now, but people take advantage of folks who have disabilities, and it's
All the time.
wrong.
All the time.
Just because they are not ticking just as fast as you are, don't mean don't that infuriated me when I read about that. You know what I'm saying? That don't
Yeah.
they did this young man wrong. Now he did get a form of restitution, but
Did
to
they
me,
lock the guy
They're
up?
trying. No, they're trying to award it to him. They're trying to figure
yes,
out what it is that he has to, that he's entitled to get, because you have to remember he also gets the restitution part. He also gets the automatic man hours, the overtime. All of this
all of
calculates,
that.
and this is for 5 years. 5 years. You see
They
what
had
I'm saying?
calculated it incorrectly at first, and his
Yeah,
lawyers were
because they
like,
said they
no.
said 250,000. No,
No, no.
500,000. No, that's more than that. Come on, man. Y'all better get that man everything that you know what I'm saying, that
He's
he deserves,
entitled
and
to.
more, and more.
Yes.
This man endured this for 5 years, and you
So
mean to
how did
tell
they
me no?
find out?
I think it was through some public
So,
something or another. People like I guess people that were coming into the diner or something like that. I can't remember, but it was
I got to
people
go back and read, but I'm
awareness
not
came to
sure
it.
how it came about that it was found out. But the fact that this man had the nerve
The
to,
nerve.
To enslave
like,
this man.
yes, I
That's
mean,
why I
you
say
still
with this
trying to
Legal.
hold
with
on
like
to
we
that.
said, mental illness, mental health awareness month. Everybody be
Well,
aware and be observant of what's going on around you,
not
because it
only
could be your
that,
neighbor.
not only that, people have to stop saying that slavery, no racism exists.
Baby. It
Honey,
is
I'm
so
sorry.
real.
In many ways, it still do.
You
It
know
still
what?
does.
Now that we got on that, one thing that surprised me, we was talking to one of our good friends, and they told us that down in Georgia, I think it was, that they still have a black and white prom. They have three
Did y'all
different
hear that?
prom dates.
Prom.
Three or two different prom
For the
dates for
blacks
the blacks, and then
and the
another prom for the whites.
in
That is
Louisiana, there's
still going on to this day. Can you believe
wow.
that?
Do y'all believe that?
That's
When I heard that, I
crazy.
said, "What?" And I felt like, "Golly, I'm so
This
isolated."
is
And
where.
there was a parts in
In
Georgia,
Georgia
in
and in
Louisiana, and
Louisiana,
I'm sure some other
and
places
That's
too.
yeah,
crazy.
that
That's
they have
dumb.
a prom separately for the whites and another prom separately for the blacks.
I said,
Two
So,
different dates.
and people, and now explain, now if you ask them the simple question, why do y'all have it like this, they're going to come up with every doggone answer they could possibly come up with, except for the most obvious answer. You know what I'm saying? They gonna jump all around that question. They'll never give you the direct question
"Do
just to
you
say, well,
do
My
we
y'all
don't
my
we
my
don't
question is this: what do you do if it's an interracial couple? What do you do?
I guess
What
you go
prom do they
home.
go to?
what you
I
send them
guess it's
separate
number
ways and
three.
they can meet back up afterwards.
Girl, I guess
You
they're gonna
send
have to
one
come up
over
with
here
a
to this
third
prom, you
prom or
send the other one
something."
to the other prom, then after the prom over with, they just meet back up in the middle.
Child,
That
let me tell
is
you, when I
crazy.
found out about that, I said, "This is
I couldn't
amazing."
believe that was happening.
I
Now I'm
doubted
That's
just
it. I doubt.
crazy. This is
This
the
can't
first
be
I've heard of
true.
that. That's
me too.
crazy.
All right, y'all. Let's go on and move into our next segment. Let's talk about why older men date younger women. Why is this fetish so common now?
It's a common girl.
Yes, it's common.
I
It's
think this is
common
not
because
really.
I'm in it. God damn it. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it.
You got
Yes.
your sugar
You wanted
daddy.
in with the sugar daddy
Yes,
name.
baby. Mine is 14 years older than me, and I'm proud to say it. I don't care. Yes, I love that old wrinkled up, buttered head
Oh
ball
Lord.
scotch, all that. Yes.
Since you in that,
14
since you
years.
in that situation, tell us the cons and the pros of it. Tell us the good side and the bad sides.
The good side is first. I don't have to worry about a damn thing. You understand me?
All right.
I
All
don't
right.
have to worry about if I'm gonna eat. I don't gotta worry about that water bill, light bill, gas bill, mortgage. I ain't gotta worry about that. Car note, I ain't gotta worry about that. Where I
Some
was
might say you're a gold
rich,
digger, but I'm gonna
Security,
go
no,
huh?
on.
I'll
Okay.
just
Okay.
we put them pennies
Right.
together and make it do what it do. But the downside is he's set in his ways. You
There
know,
you go.
this is what a man does. This is what a man expects. This is what a man wants. This. And he's in that era with my mother. And like I said, I understand it, but I wasn't raised in that era. And in his mind, do it my way because I'm trying to cut your time in half. Been there, done that, what you trying to do. So if you just follow
So he
me,
ain't even trying to hear what you got to say.
not even half of it. But because I'm younger and a hell raiser, we going through it. We gonna go through it, baby, like butter and sugar. We gonna mix it up until it turn into a ball of syrup.
Girl, hush. Taz, is your is it your father-in-law? Is he there with you tonight?
He is. He's sitting back here on the couch listening,
So
and
we definitely got
he's
it. I
been
want to
giving
get
his
his
little
take.
opinion.
I want to get his
Good.
opinion. So please tell
You
him
want to
come to
come
the
to the
camera and tell
camera?
us why does he like to date
Oh girl,
younger
I'm finna
women?
look. I'm finna move completely out the way. I'm finna let him have this for this few minutes. Hold
Well,
on, let me
go
let him
ahead.
get it to
All
me.
right.
Child.
Look at GQ coming to the camera. All right, we see you. We see you. Wait a minute, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I can already tell by looking at you why you date a younger woman. She keeps you up, keeps you upkeep and keep you looking young and
Yes, she
fresh.
does. Yes, she
You
does.
look good. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to
So
know.
what's your name?
My name, my
Yes.
name is Dr. Frederick Gene Ford.
All right,
All right.
Dr.
Well,
Ford.
Dr. Frederick Ford, tell us, do you like to date younger women? And tell us why.
I date women that are attracted to me, and that just happen to be younger at this day and time. Um, when I was younger, when I was around y'all age, I married 3 times, and all my wife was around my age, give or take a year or two.
Okay.
But
Okay.
then when I got older and I wasn't married at 40, younger women became more attracted to me in the profession I was in, being a college professor. So, and going out with them is a lot different now than it
How?
was back then. Younger women are more,
Adventurous?
Aggressive.
yes, yes, yes. No,
Okay, so you
they like
said
to go
that.
out. They like to go out. It's about being out. You know, doing things together.
You said that women, the younger women, evolved. It evolved
They
into
have
where
evolved.
they were more attracted to you. They were pursuing you.
Yes,
And do you why do you feel that that changed to that? Why do you feel that
because they got
younger women?
daddy issues. Because all of them don't
First
have
off,
daddy issues. You come across a few that with daddy issues, but most of them, like, I think it's the security. I'm not looking for the responsibility of a wife now. I've had 3, and younger women are not looking a lot of time to get married. They just looking to have a good time, and then and older men don't interfere in their lives like younger men would. If
but
if they have two
Yes.
or three kids, they'll be there, they'll help, they'll do all they can, but they don't interfere in their lives. I think that makes a difference. I don't know why younger women are attracted to older men. I think
you know,
I
I
think, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I'm sorry. I was gonna say that I think maybe it's more like they're definitely attracted to the mature. When you said that they evolved and they started
Yeah,
advancing you, so they're attracted to the maturity, like Nay said, the
right,
Of course.
security factor, right?
And knowing that they're
right,
getting with an older man who's been there, done that,
right.
he's not gonna be the one that's gonna play. He's not
He's
gonna
Nah,
not
play the
looking for
games. He didn't
that
play
sex
all them
thing, or
games.
no,
And
yeah,
plus,
yeah.
older men make you feel like you're a queen when you're with them.
Oh,
okay, so
yes, we
like you're
do.
genuinely
Now,
interested.
you
Know how to
really
be a
do.
gentleman.
Yeah. One thing is
What?
you realize that as you get older, the guns you packing are less. That makes sense. When you
Yes.
Say it
yeah,
again now.
when you 17 to 22, you like a 9 millimeter. You can shoot all day long.
Okay.
When you get into your 30s, your 6 shooter don't shoot like it used to. And then when you get into your 40s, you have a double barrel shotgun. You may get off 2 shots a
Right.
day, but then when you get older, you begin to appreciate a woman and what she does for you all the way up until the shooting. And young women like that.
There
They,
you
they,
go.
they like the idea that you're gonna spend all day in the lawn. Make sure you get yours, baby, because I'm only gonna get about one good one off today.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. So
Okay.
I think
So
it's a mutual thing. I don't think it's much daddy issues as people think they are these days. I don't
maybe
think that.
not this time, but
All right.
isn't it something to where this is not new? You understand what I'm saying? This is
Oh,
not a
no,
new
no,
thing
it's
because
not
it's
new.
it's almost it's almost more accepted in society, or it was. I'll say that it was expected that the man is going to be older than the woman. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now the age gap probably wasn't as big, but I can remember back like some of my family members. It
My
was
mom and my dad, they were
yeah.
15 years
Yeah,
apart.
So it was like
actually, I
it was
went back
normal.
after the conversation last week. I had a whole week to research it. So I looked at the average difference in relationships between men and women, and it comes out through each decade. It comes out to about 3.5 to 4 years, and I think that's go right along with puberty. Most guys hit puberty really about 16, 17. Girls 12 or 13, and I think that 4 year gap has been there throughout the years, and that pretty much I think the way it's going to stay.
Well,
I
All
think.
right,
I
Dr.
know one
Frederick,
thing.
we appreciate you.
I'm
We're gonna
happy for
go
you.
to What? Go ahead, Nate. Did you have a question for him before we move
No,
on? Move
no,
on.
I told him he was a handsome young man, and I appreciate him. But he right. I'm happy with mine.
You better be happy
Yeah,
with.
she's up there. She's up there with her sugar daddy now. Y'all heads match.
And he
I'm
ain't
done
going
with
nowhere.
y'all.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He's happy. He can
No, he ain't going
Yeah,
It's
nowhere.
something about them older men with their bald
Is
heads.
that what it
See,
is?
they pulling all the women. They
Yeah.
pulling all the women. Thank you, Mr. Frederick.
Thank you, Mr. Ford.
Great,
Dr. Ford.
great. Now we going to Dr. Gray.
Dr. Gray.
Dr. Gray, could you please come into the camera and tell us why do you like dating a younger woman?
Well, really and truly, I've never been a big fan of a younger woman.
Okay.
I never
Are
was.
you
I
never
think,
been a fan of an older woman, he said?
Younger
oh
woman.
Younger
yeah,
woman.
yeah, a younger woman.
But yet you
So
were in
how did you end up with Nate then?
It was well, it's I'm trying to
Get it
give it
right.
credit. No,
Okay.
I was driving the bus downtown, and I used to see her walk by, and I would look at her, and I was wondering, 'cause first when you see her, you see the arm, and she's stepping and stuff, and I'm like, look at her. Then I seen she was coming from work, and then one day I just hollered at her.
No, he
I
lied. One day
I, I
he made
blowed
an
at her.
ass at it. He got on the horn, Judy. He lied.
I blowed at her first, and she tried to play me off. So then I got on the loudspeaker on the bus and said, "Hey, girl, you heard me talking to you. You know,
Ah,
don't
damn.
don't do me like that."
So
So
it was more of an attraction thing because
yeah,
Dr. Ford he said the same thing that it was
yeah,
an attraction
it
thing
was right.
initially.
Like I said, I
Hmm.
wasn't looking to date a younger girl, a young lady. But we started
Hmm.
talking. She would tell me, about hers. And I'm telling her about mine. What I was going through, but I was still single. Had just left my wife and everything with kids. And
I hate
Okay.
to interrupt. I got a question for you though. I have a
yeah,
question.
yeah.
I just want to know, y'all older men, when y'all have this younger woman on your arm, do you feel like when you go around the other older guy, the guy that's your age, and you looking at him and his wife that's the same age as he is, and you say, look what I got. I got a younger
No,
woman.
no,
Do you
because like
sort
I
of
Like a
poke
said,
your chest
trophy.
out a little bit,
Like
like,
a trophy or
no,
an
do you feel a
accomplishment.
type of way?
I'm gonna stick my chest out whatever woman I'm with, cause I know the woman I'm with, she gonna shine.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be the shadow, but she gonna shine. So long as she make me look good, I know I'm good.
Well, I
Okay.
ain't gonna tell
Okay.
that lie, baby. When I get around my exes, I'll be bitch. Now you missed that.
So but
So is it okay? So Nay, was it for you that because the feeling is mutual? Because I mean, you guys have been together for quite a while, so it's like Gray said that his initial interest in you started off as attraction as far as your physical attributes, but then it turned into something deeper. So Nate, what about yours? What even made
What
you?
attracted you to an older man?
I
Oh,
was
she
a
already
working
answered that.
man.
It was
See,
just
look at,
confident,
I
not
was a
unworthy.
working
That's right.
man. I worked for Dart. I had good benefits. I looked
So
good, and me and my kids was Hollywood.
You know
so
what?
Is that right? Is that right?
society judges older women for dating younger men. They look
Yeah,
at it like, oh, shame on you taking advantage of that young man like that. But it's not looked at the vice versa. Men can date younger women, and it's just supposed to be a part of the normal thing of
yeah,
life.
it is.
I think that women date younger men for sexual purposes. To be honest, I really do, and I
Yeah,
think
Men date younger
and
women.
I think
yeah.
no, I think that women date
Your
younger
older
men.
men.
No,
Oh,
younger
No,
men.
younger
got
I
it,
man.
think
got it.
women date younger men for sexual purposes,
Only.
and I think that see you got me all messed up, and then I think that sometimes some older men they date women so they'll have somebody to take care of them,
Security
For
security
me, when you
for
purposes.
asked me
them.
the question about my attraction to him, technically, and this is the God's honest truth, it wasn't him. It was his connection he had to his mother and his children. Before my mom passed, she always told me if you find a man that treats his mother like a queen, he will definitely treat you like his queen. And when he told me that, the only way you wouldn't be able to get a hold of me is my mother and my kids and my mother, that was a thing for me because I was taught at a young age. A man that disrespects his family will never treat you the way you should be treated.
All right, let me ask. Alicia says that's not true. Alicia, what's not true?
Tell
Please,
us,
please
girl.
tell us
Let
Yeah,
so
us
we can
know.
discuss it.
not true, baby.
That's
And
right.
good evening, Miss Deborah Wilson. Let
All
me read
right.
Amber's comment real quick. Amber said, "So when I got with my man, he has always been there to take care of me. He just want me, nothing else. I love, I love me for me, and has never made me feel like I need to be something else or look a certain way.
He loves me.
Yeah, he loves me for me. I'm sorry, y'all. To look a certain way to him. Oh, girl, read that because I can't. Amber, you know
Something
better.
else. Look a certain way to make him want me to be. Or okay, with him being older, he always makes sure that I have what I need and does his best to get me the things that I want. All right, girl. So it's turning out to me from what I hear. Women are happy with it because they get everything that they need. They find, I guess, they find that security, whether it's financial security, whether
I
it's
deal with that cheating,
physical
that plan.
security,
The guy knows where he want to be.
mental stability, that maturity.
They get to feel like a queen because it's, an older man makes you feel like
And
a
the old
He's
queen.
man know how
truly
to
and
Yeah.
wiggle woman have
thoroughly
an orgasm.
interested in
They
you,
don't. They
whereas the younger ones are not. Whereas the ones that are of the same age as you seem to only want that one thing usually, right?
And
Older men, I
everything
guess,
y'all
don't.
Taz,
say, everything y'all
did Dr. Frederick have something to say? Because I
Hey,
hear him in the
you said
background.
What you
that's
say
not it.
that?
That's not it.
You
That's
say
not
what?
it. Older men that read all the books. They've been around enough. They know how to please a young woman. Don't think old men don't know how to please these young women. They know what they do. So
Y'all
it,
hear
it
that,
ain't
younger
just
women?
it
Y'all
ain't
hear
Dr.
that
just
out
Frederick,
there?
on the
Dr.
man
Frederick,
part.
we know that, and that's exactly what we saying. We
Yeah.
saying that y'all done been around the block a couple of times, so they don't want to mess around with these younger guys because it's a headache. So why
Right.
not get with the person who already knows what the woman wants?
You know what? And that's absolutely true. Speaking as a woman that's with an older guy, my birthday was a few days ago, and that entire day, it wasn't about him. It was about me and what makes me feel like a woman, what makes me feel special. And then the next day, we went back to, being the regular relationship. But when time needs to be brought about and making time for me, he does that daily. That's the God's honest truth.
Okay, I
So
like this comment right
oh, go
here.
ahead.
Alicia said, "Wasn't intentional. I grew up like Nay. If a man takes care of his mom, he will treasure you."
Yep.
And you know what?
That's
That
true.
was true back in the day, but not now.
Not now, honey, because
They,
women.
a lot of
But
these men, well, that is true.
I'm about to say,
Yeah,
because
my bad.
women, if you start paying attention to how a man treats his mama, then you'll have all the signs you need to either abort mission or stay on the ship. But I was gonna say, so now what about we've discussed, pretty much the positives, right? Why women get with the men, why the older men get with the younger woman.
Let's talk about that age gap difference.
Yes. So
Because that may a lot of times with the age gap difference, y'all interest is different. Y'all have different interests, and it brings about a lot of fussing and arguing.
it's almost as if, right, from the beginning, everything is great. It's perfect. We bond. Oh, I'm in love with every aspect of this because maybe for the woman, like we said, oh, this is a breath of fresh air from the normal younger people that are, about only just messiness and uncertainty and just, random. But I get this maturity, this stability. For the older man, he's like, oh, she digs me. She into me. Yeah, my chest poked out. I got somebody. Okay, but eventually all of that finna go away, right?
Jesus.
Judy, wait,
Ain't that what happens?
let me go put this out
Jesus.
there because this is funny. And if it don't make you laugh, I'm sorry. But even being with the older guy, I ain't got to worry about the stuff for the this, the that, the this, the third. Because he can cook like the rest of them, baby. I ain't got to worry about getting. You got some young boys can't even boil
Girl.
a pot of water. I'm dead serious. You got some men can't even make a bowl of noodles.
Ain't that something?
So it's something
Ain't
about
that
them older
something?
men that know how to go out there and make the money and come home and baby, you know what I got? I cooked you a steak. I got your A1 sauce over here waiting on you. And then on top of that, you rub my feet. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
But what about the? I'm still on the other parts. I mean, how does it stay like that? I mean, does it ever get to where it's like you are bothered by any of that? Because maybe now it's it's different. Maybe it grows old, or that side of the age gap being a complicated issue to communicate. I mean, because you are, there's an age difference now. You know what I'm saying? The older
Does
men
the
have been
age matter?
around.
Does it
I
matter?
will say that we bump heads a lot. We bump heads a lot because he is older and he is set in his
That
ways.
ain't got nothing to do with it.
I cannot do. I say it all the
That
time
ain't got nothing to do with it.
because he's older and
Shut up,
he
Gray.
done already been through the loop. You know, if you just do things my way and stop being so black and hard headed, we won't go through this. That's what he tells me all the time.
Is that what is
I,
it?
I'm like a
That's
teacher.
what I tell her all the time.
There you
Okay.
go.
I'm like a teacher. So if I know it, you in the class
That
with me,
there's the part. There it is. There it is,
I'm
everybody.
teaching.
Everybody in the comments. Here it
I'm
is
the
right here. Here
professor.
it is.
I am the professor. I'm the dean.
You ain't got to
Tell them up and just listen.
just because you done been around the mill 5 times or so
That's
doesn't
all right.
mean that you have to, your way is always right.
You
It
trying
ain't
to get
always
around the
right
mill.
for everybody.
You trying to get around the mill.
And now,
No, let
Wait,
me
no,
get
no.
there. You can help me
Say it
get
again,
there.
Gray. Say it again, Gray.
But she might not be traveling in
Francis.
the same
Say it
meal that
again,
you was
Gray.
in.
thank you. She might not be on
Now,
that same
Traveling in
meal
the
that he
same
was
meal
on.
that you
His
was
meal
in.
done
but
got
Again.
listen, but
busted.
This
listen.
might be a
We
whole
ain't, we
different
ain't trying to
People
travel
please.
with
with a
you.
whole.
We didn't already done our rounds. You understand?
Thank you. You've done your rounds.
So
Now
leave us
help-
out of it. No,
No.
we don't need to help you. We
Help
you
us along the way, but you ain't got to control every step of the path.
if you don't
Every
know how to
single step.
if you don't know how to get there. Let us help you get there. Take our advice.
Sweet Jesus.
He
Y'all
coming
in the
back, y'all. He coming
comments.
back. He coming back.
Judith,
Yes, Gray.
when you raise your kids and you teaching them right from wrong, you the parent that's informing them on how to do this thing in life. Cause you done live life. They
But
trying to
that's
get up to
different.
that status.
Right, that's different.
No,
That's
that's
not your
different because you're
kid.
I'm
talking
not.
about a kid that's got a blank slate. You dealing with a woman that has also had an experience or two.
Yes, but
Maybe
you
not
ain't got
10, but
experience
at
either.
least two.
2 to 25.
I'm
Sit
done.
down.
I'm
Sit
done.
down.
Francis, get your friend.
Get all your friends, baby, cause he about to get
All
back.
of them.
He just got out of work. He about to get through back to
Okay,
work.
y'all shaking the table. Y'all gonna mess around and get shook.
Okay,
My
look.
grandfather's philosophy.
Oh Lord.
Every
Yeah,
woman I
tell
dated be 21 plus. I raised my kids. You can't raise your woman.
Oh.
All
What
right,
he say?
all
that's
right,
Oh.
true.
Dr. Ford.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
That's
My
true.
bad.
Thank you.
My
What he
bad.
say?
He said you raise your kids, you can't raise your
You
woman.
can't raise
Thank
your woman.
you. You raise your
Okay.
kids. You can't raise your woman. I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the back. You raise kids,
You
can't raise
raise
your
your
woman.
kids.
One
You
more
can't
time
raise
for the
your
people in
woman.
the back.
No matter how old she is. You
Tell
can't
Gray
Say
to
it
get in the
again.
camera.
Say it again,
Gray,
girl.
Gray, I got your back. Come back to
Here
the
he
camera, baby.
comes.
Say your
Here he
piece.
walking
Say your
fast. He
piece, because I
walking
know you got
fast.
something to
You know he
say.
got something to
I
say.
know you got something to say. Say it, Gray.
I'm
I
not
got your back.
I'm
Even if
not
it's
trying to
wrong.
raise you. I'm just trying to put you in the right direction on the right path.
Look
Now
at the
you
damn
want to
glasses
control
he
it
got on.
all.
What
Quit
glasses he
acting.
putting me on? Look at them glasses.
That get me where you need to get.
I'm just done. I'm so
Cause
done
if
with
you
it.
with me and I'm leading, where you supposed to be?
Oh,
Right
he want
On
me
the
to
beside
be.
him.
side. On the
No,
side.
he want me to be behind him, and I'm gonna boot him in his ass. I'm gonna take them glasses off, and I'm gonna boot
Sugar
him in his
girl.
But this is the thing, Nate. When y'all don't listen, it's like the person who's older, we have to go through the consequences right along with y'all.
Y'all better write
But
into
if
the
you would have
comments
listened,
because
but
I'm
if you
about
That's
would
to
in the
have,
lose my
contract
mind.
you
but
I need to
signed.
it,
straight.
damn that contract, rip that contract up. If you would have listened at first, we wouldn't have to be going through those consequences. But anyway, back to older men and younger women.
Older
Back to
women,
you,
younger
Barbara.
men. I'm just saying, like I said, the control of that part is probably, I feel, is the most negative aspect of it all, is the communication. Or just the I know it all sense about it. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yep.
older. Everybody that know she's older than me, even though it's what 3 years.
Come to the
It's a
point.
3 years difference, but it feels like 20 because everything we do, every single thing we do, either it doesn't impress her. I've been there, done that. Let's do it my way. I don't know why you're so slow to finally come around. I'm just saying, it's just a whole mouthful of all this just because you've been there, done that, and I feel like.
I want to do it too.
Taz,
Just
you've been
'cause you
sitting there
said it,
quiet,
I want
Taz. What do you have to say? What is your take,
Cause you
Taz?
just real quiet. I just need to understand.
Pick a
You know,
side
why you,
right now. Pick a side.
Pick a side, friend, and pick
Why do I
wisely.
have to
Damn
pick?
it.
So I could be in the middle and see it from both aspects. But here's the thing: y'all have to remember, just because we've been there and done that, you got to remember they're coming behind us, so they're gonna have to go through some things in order for them to get to where you're at. You can't expect them just not to go through the motion of learning and bumping their heads in order to find out.
But don't you explain to them at first before they get to that level.
Okay, and you can do that, but the thing of it is, you
Oh,
get give them a choice. Don't make their choices for them. Don't take their choices away from them.
I'm not taking the
Just
charge from
just give just well when you say you know what I'm saying, here, do it like this, you are taking her choice away from her
no,
because you
I'm
want
giving
her
Or
to
her
do it
questioning
exactly
and
how you
saying,
do it.
why don't you
But
do it this way?
I'm
yeah,
giving
that's
her
It
still
would
her
it would
choice.
it would be better
Instead,
if you did it this way.
or
but
you know
I'm
what I'm
giving
saying,
you
just
another
put it like this, let her go through the motion, and the minute you
option.
see she's walking off that cliff, pull her back, but
She can go through the motion,
let her start that journey
but
to see, so you can see what direction she's going.
but
If you
if
see that
I'm
she's going now, if you see that she's going in the wrong direction, then you pull her coattail. That ain't
if,
the way, let's
Francis, he'll
go.
let me fall off that
Gray, let
damn cliff,
her fall
girl.
off the cliff. I'm gonna let her fall off the cliff.
You ain't
if
right.
I'm telling you at first not to go around that
I'm gonna
corner
be
cause
long.
it's a dog down there, I done gave you the option to go or not go, listen or not listen. So it don't
Quit
do
lying,
nothing.
because as soon as we don't listen, what happens? What happened, Nate,
It's
when you
okay.
don't listen?
Just like you said coming up.
You mess
Your
up,
parents
No,
told you
you
I
gotta
got to hear
face
you
it.
I
were
got to hear the
hard
yeah
headed.
yeah yeah afterwards.
You were hard. How many times have you heard you was hard headed coming up?
I don't want to hear from my
Who you talk?
partner.
Wait, who you talking to?
It don't make no difference.
Oh, I ain't hear it
I
because
heard
she
it every
wasn't
day.
around for me to hear it.
Oh,
You
okay.
dumb
Well,
Francis. Shut up,
I
fool.
heard it every day. But yeah, let's get back on the topic. This is one of the complications of that age gap that we're talking about.
Communication.
Communication and the age gap, you know, of an older man and a younger woman, or older partner, period, and a younger partner.
I feel like another issue is that, for like, say an older man is with a younger woman. They've been together for a little while. Fast forward some time into their relationship. I think that woman has friends, of course, that are still in her age group. Those friends have partners that are all in their age group. And eventually she starts to look at that differently. She starts to look at her partner that is older differently. You get what I'm
Hell
trying to
no, I
say?
don't. Because either you gonna accept my sugar ball or you ain't. Goddamn, we can go home, sit in the rocking chair.
What I mean is that maybe another issue that starts to happen with some females is that they start to get turned away from their once beautiful bliss. He's got me in support of a yaya, and start to look at it
Do
differently.
you
oh yeah,
think that the
your
younger women
female.
feel like I wish I was with a younger person at
No,
time in a relationship?
you know
Or
your female friend gonna say, "Girl, you letting that old man tell you what you can't do. You still
See,
young." You know. Okay, go ahead.
Amber say, I don't give up what they say. I know that's right, girl.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cause all they want you to do is step out so they can step in.
Now, who's it?
Quitta's braids. She says, I dated people older than me and had to level them up.
Upgrade,
I
upgrade.
had I had gained more than what they did in a lifetime, which I didn't like. Okay,
Damn.
that's interesting.
So that's another perspective. Like
That
they should,
is interesting,
like they
but
should feel
usually-
honored to have been upgraded that way. I mean, what are you saying?
Well, you know, behind every good man, there's a good woman.
Yep.
So,
Behind every good woman is
no matter if they old
another
or
good
young,
woman.
no matter if they old or young. So yeah, you know,
No,
usually in
because
a
sometimes behind that man is a thought.
Shut up, fool! You know.
she's still leveling up and getting it done, baby. That thought breaking in some
Oh no,
bread.
that no. If she's a thought, he not the only one.
Do you feel? Do you feel like it's a stereotype where the younger women are like looked at as all like us? If we seen a younger woman, nay, with an older man, then we look at him. Ooh, she just. I'm not calling you just.
You know
but,
everybody
ooh,
gonna stare.
Ooh, she just with that older man for
Yes,
his money.
yes,
she
yes.
can't wait till he die, kick the bucket, and take his life insurance. You know,
Still right
I
there.
done seen too
Don't
many
be,
shows, y'all. Okay.
We really
don't
don't
be at the
care.
Social Security office to get that Social Security check. Don't be at the office to get the check. I am. I am. I got the
You
Social Security number and the date
don't.
of birth.
We
Yes,
care.
I will
Who
be.
cares?
So you don't care about when you're out in public and everybody's staring.
And looking like
Duty on God, on my soul, baby. I don't give a damn what nobody think about me. I don't. And it don't have
Damn
nothing to do
right.
with him being an older guy. I said in the live earlier today, if you got my name in your mouth, whether it's bad or good, I'm doing something right. Because you talking about who?
Cause
Me.
you talking about me,
Me.
baby. Ain't that something?
Deborah Wilson. She says women of today have their own mind.
Own mind thoughts.
Okay.
Okay. They had their own mindset. So what, they're more strong, more independent, maybe not swayed to, break away from whoever they choose to be with, which, I will say that it's different in my opinion today than it was back in the day, older. You know what I'm saying? Like with your mom, and you said your mom and dad or whatever.
15 years
Yeah, I
apart.
think it's different now because the intentions of why they're going into those relationships. You get what I'm saying? They're a little bit different. Yeah, the security is still probably one of the main reasons, but women today are more independent. Like Nay, you're very independent, very strong. You get what I'm saying? Strong minded. And so I think maybe that's where you two bump heads. Whereas back in the day, the older man told the woman,
What to
this is
do,
what's
when
gonna
to do
be.
it, and how it
And she
was.
didn't
He
rebut.
kept the structure in the home.
She never came back with that strong independent spirit. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like shifted in today's world.
It was definitely a shift, but at the end of the day, I'm on here joking and acting a butt. But I'm very secure in where I am, and
Oh
we
yeah.
both take care of each other. It's not like he's ahead of me or I'm in front of him. We both
I
equal
w-
each other out.
I will say that I agree in that aspect, even though I talk shit and we bump heads a lot. Oh my god! But it's like I wouldn't trade it for anything because I feel where I'm low and I slack, you definitely have me in that regard. We balance each other. So I do. There's so many different instances we've been in to where I question, I doubt because I haven't experienced. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done. This is new to me. You have, and I value that experience. That I've already been there, done that. We should go this way. I do value that guidance. Now, sometimes when if I be wanting you to listen to my way, I mean, I'm right too.
I'll
Sometimes.
listen, but very seldom.
Shut
But
up, anyway.
anyway, y'all. So, what do y'all think about these foreigners who come here just to marry? So they marry older men for financial stability.
Gold, that security. That's it. That I
That's
mean,
it.
I'm not knocking anybody's hustle because if that's what it is, maybe if the both of you had that mutual
Do you think
understanding, it is
eventually?
what it
Do you think
is.
eventually they actually fall in love with the
No,
person?
that then they end up on Snap, and then you see these shows that where these women done.
They done got them for the insurance
That's
money.
it. They done knocked them off, or they done met somebody else younger. You get what I'm saying? And then they done plotted because they done fell in love, and now they done off the person that they came here to get
And
married
then they
to.
didn't went back home and sent the money home.
Girl. Or they done already got married. They waited the time to get the full citizenship. Full disclosure, Straight Talk does not condone any of this behavior. But it's on TV. You see it all the time. These are real case situations. So that's my opinion about that. I'm not
Y'all are
saying
crazy.
all do it, but you know.
I will
All
say,
right, y'all. I'm gonna give the audience a chance. All the audience in the comment. If y'all would like to ask a question or make a comment real quick, y'all want us to address, put it in the comments right now.
Have
While
you
Nate is
ever
talking.
been in
Have
this
you
kind
ever
of
dated
situation?
older man?
Or older women,
What?
if y'all dating younger men, come on
Why?
in with
Tell
it.
us why. Nate, go ahead with what you were saying.
I will say this, we sit out here and we joking and we plan about it. But to me, in any relationship, young or old, because it goes both ways for women and men. If there's chemistry there and sparks take off and you all have stuff in common, hey, to each his own. That's my true feeling. To each his own. I feel like you only have one life to live, and you need to live your life to the fullest. And I believe that there's someone out there for everybody. I don't think we're meant to be on this planet by ourselves.
All right. Go ahead, Taz.
I was gonna say, and I'm like that, to each his own. I just can't date nobody that much older than me, let alone that much younger than me. It's not my thing. I feel uncomfortable with it. But everybody is attracted to something
To
different.
somebody.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you're happy, you're happy. I'm like, Nate, shit, you already know. I can give two wooden nickels about what people think or say about
We
me. I
already
really
know how
don't
you
care.
feel,
Hmm.
Taz.
Yes,
We
I really
already
don't
know.
care. Now, we all know also the woman that I'm with, she's a few years younger than me. And
Do
that was
y'all
one of
run
my
into a
big and
relationship?
that was one of my biggest pet peeves is it had to be somebody either my age or a little older, just a tad bit older, not much. But she is younger than me. And, you know, I will say, for the most part, it's been on the up and up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
How about
So
All
that?
right,
and we
y'all.
get, and I think we get along fine because we both goofy. So we, you know what I'm
Definitely
saying?
there. That might be a
We
good
do.
factor that you
Yeah,
pointed out, Taz.
we're
If the
both
two have
very
a
goofy.
more in common, like you said,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we laugh, and we're both goofy. We laugh about every little thing. It don't matter. Like at night, sometime when I'm supposed to be asleep, and I know I need to be asleep because I got to get up and go to work. She turns over and look at me. She said, "Man, if you don't take your little ass to sleep," and girl, I can't do nothing but laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just little stuff that can't nobody else say that we could say to each other, and we don't take offense to it. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right. All right. All right.
All right, y'all. It's time for Thursday giveaway.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you guys.
All right.
This is
I'm
for
shaking up the numbers
everybody that
now.
comes to our show, shows some support and love. This is our way of giving back. Thank you guys for participating, coming in. We appreciate it.
Make sure you
As
like, share,
always.
subscribe. Tell somebody about Straight Talk No BS.
Get our
Tell them
crazy
there's
asses.
4 crazy old women on the panel talking about everything underneath the sun. Y'all make sure you go share, like, and subscribe again.
Please do, please do, please do.
Pretty soon we'll be on Google TV, IGTV, Apple TV, Roku. Coming soon in probably about a week and a half. So
Y'all
make
stay
sure that
tuned for
y'all
that.
stay tuned. Okay. And I'm gonna run that commercial back for y'all again so y'all know we're gonna have our network is called What's Poppin' TV.
Y'all stay tuned for that.
So make sure that y'all stay tuned and support us when we go to Roku TV
Yes,
and
yes.
Apple TV. All right, y'all. Here we go. The first number. First
Drum
number is
roll.
number 2.
Number
Two.
two belongs to Latasha Williams.
All right, Latasha Williams. Make sure you get into our inbox and let us know how to contact you so we can get you your praise.
Oh, we'll find you. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll find you. Let me shake it up again.
Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up.
Shake it up, shake it up.
We got to get a little better at this.
We gonna get a bingo ball, y'all.
Eventually, come on.
Number, I believe it is number. You want me to draw one?
God, try that damn number shit.
Number. I gotta shake it up good to make
Oh, my.
sure. I gotta make sure. Number. Let's see. 7.
Number 7 belongs to Quitas Braids. And I do apologize if I killed that. Sorry.
Hear me.
But again, we have our 2 winners tonight, Latasha Williams and Quitas Braids. I'm sorry again. But we'll be in contact with you
Did you say
guys.
braids or braids?
Braids. I think.
Braids.
Yeah, it's a braids.
All right, congratulations to our winners. All
that-
right, we'll be getting into your inbox. And y'all, again, thank y'all for joining in, getting in the comments. This has been Straight Talk, No BS. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all on Monday.